interesting games, especially the intensity of that we just saw in the previous game. Physically, it was definitely a close matchup, but in the goal scoring, it was a little different story. As, again, they go through the lineups here, and we give you some more facts and stats around these teams. For Middletown, they were the 2010 and 2011 state title winners, the 2012 MVAL Piedmont Conference champions. Mackenzie Noel, first-team All-State. Haley Dalphone and Mary Pritz, All-State honorable mentions. As you mentioned, when we're looking at these teams, and again, this should be one of those close games here. Both records 15-2 for one, 15-2 for the other. And again, you mentioned Falston losing 3 starting backs and their goalie from last year, which definitely hurts, but they were able to work their way back to this title game. Middletown beating Long Reach in the semifinal game. They won 3-1. Meanwhile, Falston beat Calvert 1-0. That was quite a matchup in the region semifinal championship. As we're nearing the end of the announcements of the lineups, a big roster for
both teams.
But for both teams, yeah, exactly.
Especially for Falston.
Falston, of course, as you mentioned, in the all-orange get-up. And their lineup a little longer than their counterparts in Middletown, but not that really means anything. It matters what how players perform. As the Middletown Knights get introduced to a rousing applause from the fans. And again, we're so glad to bring you this stuff on MPSSAA state tournament. We had some fun moments. My partner Mike Cerrone and I did the first 2 games. Brittany, you and I did the last game, the boys 2A state title game. Now we're finishing off with the girls 2A. And we'll kind of go over, I guess I'll go over, while we have some time here for this pregame show. The Brunswick for the girls 1A fell to the Manchester Valley Mavericks. In the boys side of things, they finished up. The Brunswick boys were able to capture the victory in their game. So at least one of the Brunswick teams was able to win. And Leanne's Lions against Marys Ridge Mustangs, the game we just witnessed before, was the Mustangs taking the victory. It was a physical battle. 3 yellow cards for one team, 2 for the other. And I'm sure these officials have had their hands full all day long. I know it's been different crews, obviously, but at the same time, we'll see, kind of get the tone of, because the other girls' game we had today was pretty physical too, so we'll see, kind of get the tone of this game right off the bat.
It'd be interesting to see too if this game was registered as a shutout. You know, the last boys' game we just did was a shutout, and I know the one beforehand wasn't a shutout, but it was a really far-fetched game. So it'd be interesting to see if these 2 teams can come out, can make it a close game, and have it be just a 1-goal or a complete shutout game.
Yeah, it's definitely, at least for us as broadcasters, we're hoping things are going to be pretty close, but you never really know how these games are going to go.
The interesting thing with both these 2 teams coming in is, Middletown's coming in 15-2, and Falston's coming in 15-2-2. So other than the 2 ties that Falston has, they're pretty even records for these teams coming in. So they're pretty evenly matched, stacked on both sides. Again, we said Falston had a little bit heavier of a roster, but as far as subs and players and activity coming in, it should be about the same.
As they get the announcements of the officials, and we're going to pause here for the playing of the national anthem here at UMBC Stadium. approval from the crowd as these two fan bases have been, I'm sure, waiting around all day for this 7:30 start, and they've done a great job keeping all these games on schedule. It's 7:29 right now. It's probably by the time kickoff starts, it'll be exactly 7:30. So definitely commend everybody here. Is literally every single game, and they've made sure to space these out. So even if one did run over, even though we didn't really get that today, they would have time to make it up.
But it is the last game. This one could be our game.
This could be. I'm kind of getting that feeling here. I mean, you and I have done definitely some big games the past year or so, and we've always gotten to see some really good ones. So I'm hoping this is going to be that game changer, that big one that things are close, and hopefully we give everyone a good broadcast on the MPSSAA network. All you Maryland soccer fans out there having a great dose of high school sports and high school soccer with some of the best talents around. We mentioned some players to watch for Falston. Number 4, Sierra Taylor. Number 7, Beth Walton. Number 11, Marissa Walker. Number 13, Sam Gazior, and number 14, Brooke Negrin. Number 19, Kayla Riley, the goalie, and number 23, Logan Gazior. Those are going to be some names to watch for them. For Middletown, keep your eye on number 7, Mackenzie Noel. Number 12, Eliza Johns-Bohm. Number 14, Mary Pritz, and number 21, Haley Dalphone. These are all just players to watch, players who have done some things for their team so far this year. And we know in goal for the Cougars will be Kayla Riley. And we'll figure out which one of the 4 options Middletown has gone with for their goalie. I believe that's number 1, Maria Tartaglia. Number 1 for her, the other keeper, Riley, number 19 for Falston. As we're getting ready here as Falston meets one more time, getting the final words of encouragement between the teammates before they break apart for the kickoff here. The final hugs. It's an emotional moment really here for these state title games. It's not only do you want to win this game, but for many of these players, it is their final high school game.
There's a lot of emotional weight in these games. You know, like you said, it's not only you want to win the title for your school and for yourselves, but, you know, for some of them, like you said, it's the last time they're playing high school soccer. It's the last time they're going to be on this field.
And a lot of them have grown up together playing soccer. So this is definitely a big moment, but the best way to, complete that moment is to capture a title. That's what they're going to try to do. As Falston in the orange moves from left to right on your screen, Middletown in the white. They'll move from right to left. Both teams with those orange shorts. As they send that one down to the corner, trying to find number 5, Megan Riley, as it goes out of bounds. Both teams got pretty good speed on them. As the Knights will throw it in, get set right back. Trying to keep it in bounds was number 9, Mary Kate Afzali. Unable to do so. Afzali sends it up the field. Controlled here by the Knights. Nice little run here, trying to set up something up the middle. That's Dalphone. Sets it back to the middle. Shot attempted into the hands of the keeper, Kayla Riley. Good look for Dalphone.
Great pressure by the Knights right off the bat, trying to, get one in quickly on Falston.
On the counterattack, here come the Cougars. As that one goes out of bounds. Throw in coming for Middletown, the Middletown Knights. Middletown High School. Of course, a great part about these state tournaments is get to see schools from all around, schools you may not have seen before or sometimes even heard of before. Of course, most of these schools who have been around, like Middletown and like Fallston, who have been making these runs. Of course, Middletown winning the 2010 and 2011 2A state titles, so they've been a pretty household name in the soccer community.
And they're from that Frederick area, so they are trying to be the first Frederick County team to win 3 straight titles, you know. So they feel like they have something to prove here. They want to be that team. They want to go in the record books as the team in Frederick County that wins 3 state titles back to back.
And it's not even just girls soccer, too. It's boys and girls
it's
from
combined,
that county.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that would be huge. It's going to be a tough one, though. As the Cougars center back to the middle of the field, send it ahead, taken by Mackenzie Noel. Sent back along the near sideline now, controlled by the Knights. Ahead to Eliza Johns-Bohm. Taken right back by Mary-Kate Afzali. Some contact there. Players ready, the rules play on. Johns-Bohm, I believe that's pronounced. Trying to make sure we pronounce these the right way. Haven't had any too difficult names so far.
We've lucked out.
You just never really know with some of these tournaments. Again, we do our best to pronounce it. If we do get a name wrong, we just apologize. We're doing the best we can, and we hope you don't get too mad at us. The Knights do a nice job controlling it. They send it back towards the middle of the field. Now they'll work here along the near sideline. Kicking it ahead was Haley Dalphone, but yeah, goes right off the head. Still working for it. Has just taken hits left and right of the Knights. They're still on the attack. Far right side, the corner. Tries to get the cross, goes off the head of the defender and out of the box. Still keeping it alive is the Knights. Great little move there by number 12, Eliza Johns-Bowen. Johns-Bowen still fighting for it. As trying to send it to the center was Amanda Giac.
Fallston trying to transition on the attack. Unfortunately, just unlucky in that middle of the field.
Back to the defense of the Middletown Knights. Good crowd for both sides. We've seen some great crowds all day here at UMBC. Fallston works it along here the near sideline, trying to find some kind of room up this right side of the field. Gets headed away, taken right back by the Knights as they try to center it back up. Pushed back by the defenses. They'll just send that one out of bounds. Throw in coming for the Cougars. As number 21, Megan Schock, will throw this one in. Schock, a few steps in the fire. Over the head of her offensive player and into the head of the defense. Ball bounces around the air a little bit, finally controlled by the Cougars. Nice move. Pulling that ball back, keeping it alive here along the near sideline, trying to keep it inbounds.
Which they do successfully.
Beautiful passing right there, sequenced by Fallston. As we have a whistle and the ball will go to the Middletown Knights. Here in the first half of play, just underway. About 8 minutes in. That ball sent towards midfield. Crowd on the head of one of the Knights. Involved in that, Mackenzie Noel. As that ball sent ahead, who can chase it down first, the defender or the offensive player? It finally does head out of bounds.
Corner kick has been awarded to Fallston. Great job by the defense shutting that play down, but you know, giving them a corner kick is a crucial situation.
It looks like coming all the way to take this one will be Megan Schock, number 21. 33 minutes left to go here in the first half of play. Right corner. The right-footed shot. Sends that one right in the middle and taken out of the air by the keeper. Great job right there by Maria Tartaglia.
Fantastic placement by that keeper.
Ball work back to the middle of the field. Is trying to go on the offensive attack that time with the Knights. And yeah, Tartaglia really picked that one out of the air. It was a good corner attempt. We've seen some great corners today from all the teams. A few teams able to capitalize on them a little more than others. Nice little over move as the possession stays with Falston. But nice pressure being applied by the strikers of Middletown, keeping the defenders, not letting them just sit back and kind of pass it around. They're really just charging right at them.
No, I mean, I know you said earlier we don't keep a possession clock, but, so far, both of these teams have had good opportunities. Falston's had the one corner kick, like you said, about 8 minutes in, but, both of these teams are showing, good opportunities on offense and on defense.
Teams are very even so far. So we're only about 9 minutes into this first half. Trying to work something with the Knights. But the Cougars staying very aggressive on defense, and they get right on that. Again, they'll battle. The Knights come away with it. Beautiful play there by number 21, Haley Dalphone. As she has showed some terrific foot skills so far. They try to send that back in. The Knights have it. Taken right back by the Cougars, and they'll clear the ball back towards midfield. Fighting forward is Brooke Negrin before it's sent upfield. Knights trying to get to it. They do, or they were onside there. Still battling forward along the far sideline. We'll see. It will be a goal kick here for Falston.
Subs on both sides coming in. Looks like 3 checking in for Falston, 2 checking in for Middletown. I wouldn't be surprised in this game if we see a lot more subs. These coaches are trying to keep these players warm. You're going to see everybody sitting on the bench covered in blankets, hoodies on, long pants on. And then right before they come in, you're going to see them, running a little bit, get those muscles warm. But I think we're going to see a lot more subs in this game.
Falston fighting forward at midfield. Taken back by the Knights. Back to the Cougars. Nice move, getting back towards the middle. Tries to throw it ahead. But the keeper coming out and taking that ball. What a great play by Tartaglia.
Fantastic 1v1 situation. As a keeper, those are hard decisions to make, whether you come out and you put yourself out there. And she did a great job reading that play, and fantastic save.
Again, we mentioned Falston as here we go on the counterattack. Middletown playing a sophomore keeper, and all their keepers are sophomores or under. The 4 keepers they have listed, 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores. Meanwhile, for Falston, they play the junior goalie. They also have a freshman in there, another freshman. So they got 2 very young keeper groups. No senior keepers on the list. As the ref getting a little in the way on that time, trying to stay still, stay out of the way, but he got a little involved, obstructed the view of one of the players. Still taken by the Knights before it's poked out by the Cougars, and they'll work their way up the field. It's a little 2 or 3 on 4 situation. Ball squirts out along the right side before it heads out of bounds. Throw in coming.
Middletown throw-in. Into the game for Middletown is number 10, Krista Sullivan.
As number 14, Mary Prince, checks out of the game. Throw in here. Bounces off a player. Taken now by the Cougars before it's sent back to the defense. Again, very even game so far. Nasty collision there along the far sideline.
Middletown.
Players get up pretty quickly. I don't know if I would have been able to get up that quickly after taking that hit.
You gotta learn after the big transition. You don't want to be down for too long. You don't want to look like you're asking for the penalty. But yeah, they bounce back pretty fast.
Yeah, you're either going to be getting up quick or you're going to be staying on the ground a little bit, so they have to stop the time. There's really no in between. You don't want to leave your team in a bad position. As that will go to a throw-in for the Cougars. Again, 2A state title matchup for the girls division here. They work for the ball on the right side of the box, trying to find someone to pass to. The pressure being applied, working. They were trying to create some kind of movement there.
Middletown throw-in. Into the game for Middletown is number 20.
Throw-in for Middletown. Trying to work that far sideline into the right corner. Snapped away by the Cougars. Another throw-in coming for Middletown. Still no score here in the first half. Throw-in to the right side of the box, taken by the Cougars. They're going to try to clear it here. Goes off one of the Cougars players. There'll be another nice throw-in. The third one we've seen in a row.
Knight's still strong on the attack. Cougars are trying to get it cleared so they can switch fields on them, but it's just not happening right now.
Another throw-in for the Knights. Finally, they'll get that ball semi-cleared. But it's still taken right back by the Knights. They center that ball up. One touch. Can't get the second one. And then the shot goes off the back of one of the defenders.
Great play by those defenders. Trying to keep that counterattack going up that far sideline.
We'll do our best to give you these numbers, but for the Cougars, these orange jerseys and the, I guess, probably gray numbers, it's kind of hard to read them from up here. We'll do our best. Pretty easy to spot the orange on the white. I just find it funny seeing the two schools have the same colors. As that ball is sent deep into the corner, that's going to go out of bounds and be a goal kick.
Goal kick for Middletown. Into the game for Boston. Number 4, Sierra Taylor.
Sierra Taylor checks into this one. Back in. Number 4 for Falston. Again, the junior, big name to watch in this one. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot going. They give her some rest early on. Get her right back in. Caroline English, number 8, being involved heavily right now too as well. Throw in here for Middletown.
And again, you see 3 more subs checking in.
A lot of subs here early on, coming in and out, working in their different lines, I guess, working in the, getting fresh legs constantly onto the field. And also it helps, you know, to become subbing those girls in and out is also the ones on the bench. You don't stay too cold.
No, not at all.
You know you're going to be coming back in it every few minutes or so. Because again, the battle at midfield. Each team just trying to get a sustained possession here. And
it's very evenly matched. The time of possession, the goal scoring opportunities, the corner kicks, very evenly matched so far.
All throughout this game.
And throwing for Boston.
And in tight games like this, it's just about getting those little opportunities and taking advantage of it, as it is in every single game. But in tight ones especially. Again, they battle for possession. The Cougars have it. A little contact from high, plenty of physical play there. A couple shoves here and there. Getting the licks in early.
There's a collision in the center right there. Looks like that's going to be a free kick for the Cougars.
Yeah, on that header, I believe it was definitely coming over. She kind of went over her back a little bit to try to get a head on that one. So the Cougars, as you mentioned, have a free kick here. They'll send that one to the front part of the box. really goes nowhere. Bad attempted pass by Middletown as they try to kind of work a little bit of give and go. Ended up going back to the Cougars. They'll have a throw in here along the near sideline. Sends that towards the box along the right side, right corner. They work back to this side, headed towards in the direction of the goal, still maintained by the Knights as they will finally, nope, don't clear that one.
They're trying to gain possession in the backfield, it looks like, and then push up as a group. And the Cougars are just not allowing them to get that possession.
Finally, they'll just launch this one to midfield. Back to the Cougars. They send that one in the right corner, but the goalie's going to scoop that one up. 22-14 remaining here in the first half of play. Still no score. Tight one on this Saturday night. Takedown from behind. That draws the whistle, so kick coming for the Knights.
Sometimes those takedowns from behind are just so hard to judge because, you know, you want to give the player benefit of the doubt with their forward momentum, but at the same time, you know, how much momentum is too much? It's a hard call to make.
Brittany George sent that ball down the field. As the Knights work a nice sequence of passes all the way down to the left corner. One crossover, one touch, and the pass across to the middle. Goes nowhere, and there's a bad miss kick by Mackenzie Noel. But it ended up not being as bad as I thought. It was actually probably even more intended. They're trying to spread it across to the other side of the field. Ends up works out. They keep possession. But now taken away by the Cougars. Mackenzie Noel knows what she was doing. I don't know what she was doing. As it goes off one of the Knights, and will be a throw-in here for the Cougars. Throwing this one will be Lauren Woolen.
Into the game for Falston is number 7.
As the subs come in, Falston's Beth Walton checks in.
For Middletown is number 12, Eliza Johns-Burma. And number 14,
Eliza Johns-Boehm checks in for the Knights.
Stephanie Vital, and number 21, Haley Dalton.
Trying to work it again down to that right corner, fighting along that sideline. It's going to go back to the Cougars here. Trying to get that quick throw in front of the box. Ball pops out. A couple touches and the ball's settled by the Mackenzie Noel as she sends that one up the field. Again, the Cougars battle coming away with it was Krista Sullivan. Now the crowd getting into it. The Knights trying to go on the attack, staying with that position outside the box. They'll work it down to the right far sideline. Nice crossover. Now over to her left. Shot fired. Goes off the hands of the goalie, and she snags it. Some contact there, and that's going to be a little warning there because the goalie really corralling that. It's probably just the momentum of the player, but at the same time, that's dangerous, and that's why she got the warning.
Yeah, the referees a lot of times are going to protect the goalies because, you know, they are at the disadvantage. And again, you know, he made, I think in my opinion, he made the good call, giving her a warning, and, you know, the Knights are right back on the attack.
Yeah, the bad clear attempt is it went right back to the Knights, and yeah, that's exactly right. As they are protecting those goals, they're making sure they're. There's a little takedown, but it was just all ball. Some great play in the past few minutes from both these sides, mainly for the Knights, but the defense of the Cougars is holding up as well. As Kayla Riley will punt it away.
You know, just, you know, like I said, 18 left in this first half, but just watching the presence that Mackenzie Noel has on the field, you know why she was a first-team All-State selection, and you know why she has that captain's armband on her. She's moving all over this field. She's making plays. She's not afraid to make the tackle. She's having a phenomenal game.
Throwing along the far sideline here for the Knights. They'll send it in there before it's launched up the field for the Cougars. It's been back and forth. Past few minutes have been fantastic. As the Cougars will try to dump that ball into the right corner. Soccer is very similar to hockey in that way, where they sometimes just dump that ball into the corner, try to get your offense up there, hopefully end up getting a corner or some kind of a throw-in. As there's a battle in front of the box here before it's just launched up, and that one didn't have a whole lot of chances of going in, more of just kind of a half-hearted attempt.
No, but in a close game like this, anytime you get a shot opportunity, if you're outside that, that yellow line, that 18-yard box, you have to take it.
She definitely had to look as the Cougars try to take it right back. They'll work on the offensive side. Now they're applying the pressure offensively. They'll work in left side, little takedown, and a great defensive stand by the Knights as they'll kick it away. Definitely see the speed of some of these Knights. Wow, what a great play there by Haley Dalphone from Middletown, and she's been all over this game as well. Still just staying with every single ball, both these teams. They'll try to dump that into the right corner. Nice little crossover move, goes off one of the defenders. She sends it back up, still maintained by the Cougars. Now they send it towards the middle of the field, now back over to the right. Middletown tries to clear it again, not able to really get any big clears here. That one will float out of bounds. Throwing here near sideline as some of the fans start the Olay chants. Staying warm, jumping around. Megan Schack throwing it in for the Cougars.
Today's events available to view when you want and where you want. Visit mpssaanetwork.com and watch replays and purchase DVDs of today's events.
Don't forget to go to mpssaanetwork.com. I'm sure you're on right now, but make sure to check it on later for the ability to purchase DVDs, DVD copies of these games. You can have our voices live on in eternity in your household.
You can also catch all the games on demand.
Yep. They'll work it in the far sideline. Now towards midfield. Nice nifty move there by Logan Gassior. Gassior is another name that's been all over this game. There's always a couple players who just are making their mark throughout this half and throughout these ball games. Not just the players we call out the most. 14:45 remaining in the first half. Still no score. It's been a tight first half. Ben Simpson, Brittany Callahan with you on the MPSSAA Network. Game 4, the last game here on the network for the weekend. That one's out of bounds. Another throw-in coming for the Cougars along the far sideline. That ball bounces high into the air. Attempted clear by the Knights. Far sideline. Sent back in the middle by the Cougars. As it rolls into the corner, should be a goal kick.
Folsom with a lot. 5-6 minutes. I think with all the attempts they've got in the middle, if they could just settle down and get one on frame, they'd have a chance to put one in the back of the net.
Fans making their voices heard here. And in a tight game like this, they're definitely a little nervous. You don't want to be that team also that let in that first goal. Always want to be the ones that scored first. As when a player goes down there at midfield, he luckily hops right back up.
I going back to what we were saying earlier about the time of possession, you can really tell the transition between these two teams because most of the takeaways and the major tackles have been right in the center of the field. So, you have one defense trying not to let the opposing offense transition, and everything's taking place right in the center of the field. It's a really evenly matched, very well-played game so far.
Throwing along the far sideline, trying to get that one into the right corner. Taken away by the Cougars, trying to get it out somehow. It'll be a throw-in for the Knights. Fans urging on the team. Trying to make something happen here. Trying to have the lead, at least heading as we kind of near to the end of this half. Still 12 minutes to go. Kick coming here for the Cougars.
And goal kick for Boston.
Again, the Cougars try to clear it. They're trying to get that ball past midfield, taken back by the Knights. They'll work on the offensive attack. Circling around is Mary Pritz. She sends it along the far sideline, trying to center it up. Cougars get it right back as they send it down towards the middle. Both teams have been struggling with their clearing so far this game. Credit that to the aggressive offensives.
Boston going up the far side on the attack.
Again, the Class 2A Girls State Championships here.
And number 18, Courtney Epstein, into the game for Middletown.
Again, we give a big thanks to UMBC and their accommodations today.
Throw in Falston.
If only they could make it about 50 degrees hotter outside.
That would have been ideal.
I think that would, yeah.
And into the game for Middletown is number 3, Amber Watkins. For Middletown.
Watkins checks back in. Again, the fight for possession in the center of the field ends in a ball lofted towards the offensive side here for the Knights, but not able to handle that one was Krista Sullivan. But still a chance here for Middletown. Sullivan, excuse me, a little unhappy with herself there. They know there's going to be a shot here soon. For one of these teams, they got to have that opportunity. It's got to be soon here, I would think, with the way they've had their chances. Back to the Cougars. They'll send it back, regain and retain possession as they'll dump it down into the right corner. Now, nice ball, but I don't think they can stop that one from going out of bounds.
That's just a little too much on it for somebody to try to get there and get a touch and save it.
The Knights trying to keep it out of the middle of the field. It was taken there for a sec for the Cougars. One of the players going down. Seems to be all right. Not a whole lot of fouls here from either side here early on.
Yeah, everything's been very clean.
Very professional, these two teams. Methodical. Just waiting for one of them to just give that little opening. So they'll work here the near side. And Giat. She'll send it over here, right corner. Ball in front. Sends that one at the keeper. Easy catch for Falston keeper Kayla Riley.
Nice sequence of passing, though, by the Knights coming on that attack.
Riley will launch that one down the field. Now the Cougars on the attack here. Trying to find some room there in the middle. Nothing there. Still maintain the possession. They're going to try here on the near sideline. Send her back towards the middle. all the way down to the UMBC logo. They're working now past midfield. Again, the pressure being applied, don't have a whole lot of time in between passes to get something off as that ball sent on the offensive side of things, quickly recognized and taken by the Cougars. They send that up the field. The Knights now will go to work. Back and forth they go. 7:40 remaining here in the first half. Collision at the center logo means a kick here for the Knights.
Again, it looked like it was just a slide tackle, maybe just a little too much momentum by one of the Falston players.
Brittany George will kick this one, number 13, the senior. Great kick. Goes off the head of one of the Cougars to the right side of the box. Before that one's launched out of bounds. Another throw in coming from Middletown. Another flux of subs come back in and out.
Into the game for Boston. Number 4, Sierra Taylor. Number 8, Carolyn English.
Throwing here for the Knights along the far sideline. Trying to work that right corner, get something going. Both teams just need something. Still 0-0. The give and go. Doesn't exactly work the way they would have wanted, but they keep the possession. Fires that one at the net, right at the hands of Kayla Riley.
Both of these teams seem to be having opportunities, but unfortunately they're going right for the goalies. They're missing the low shots to the bottom corners or the high, hard shots to the top corners.
Don't forget to stay tuned for our halftime show. Give some first half analysis. As that one's fought for right in front of the net by the keeper and the offensive players there. One of the strikers went down, but ended up back into the hands of the Cougars, and that could have been dangerous and a good opportunity for the Knights. They've been pressuring constantly here, and that's why they get the applause from the fans.
Big play for the Cougars right there. You know, that goalie comes out and she's going to try to challenge a player like that. Her defense did exactly what they needed to do, drop right back to support her and covered the net, so that way any other shots that came in, they were there.
Another throw in coming here. 5:18 remaining in the first half. Tell you what, some of those fans who have the paint on their chests and such, I don't know if I would do that. I don't know, I saw some of the student sections earlier.
It's a little chilly now. You're looking at about 39 degrees right now.
Yeah, not quite the weather, but hey, you see that even at all type of sporting events, even when it's in the middle of winter, you'll see that. It's pretty incredible. That one's worked towards the center of the field. They'll send it over to the UMBC mark before it's fought for and won by the Knights.
And again, with the transition at midfield, we've seen a lot of that today. Going a missed kick by Falston.
They might have a look here. Feeling pressure from behind, finally going down. Referee had a complete view of that. No misconduct at all. And again, the fans getting into it here for the Knights. They've had some good looks. Cougars kind of on their heels a little bit. It's another collision. Again, they'll work here along the near sideline, trying to get that down in the right corner. One of the players goes down. Maybe wanted a call. Caroline English tries to center that up before it's cleared away. Taken back by Logan Gassior. Megan Schock sends that to the left side as the keeper will come all the way out and snag it. 3:15 remaining in the first half. Still a no score. This could be one of those games where it comes down to a one goal. Or these teams could explode in the second half. You never really know.
Yeah, we could have the opposite of the last game. This could be a scoreless first half,
Yeah.
powerhouse of scoring in the second half.
Ball fought for in the left corner. They center it in front of the box. Gets a shoulder onto it, and we have the whistle here. No goal.
There's a whistle for, I can't quite see the call. I'm going to go with it was probably one of the offensive players charging illegally or a pusher in the back. So there is no goal.
It was a good opportunity there for the Cougars, who have been on their heels a little bit the past few minutes. Of course, the fans, were reacting quickly. But the announcers here making sure to let them know there was no goal on the play. That's the worst, when you start celebrating, jumping up and down, and then you realize they didn't actually score. Soccer fans know that feeling pretty well.
Yes, we do.
That one sent to this near sideline, trying to work the right corner here. So we near the end of the first half. About a minute 30 to go. Could we see a score here before the end of this half? There's still a good 90 seconds left. The ball on the Cougars' offensive side. They've been pressuring lately. Knights now will try to work the other side of the field where they have a few players over there. Taken right back by the Cougars. Tries to send that one up the field. Working hard for that ball. Stopped right there. The net shot on goal. That's deflected. Goalie's still flying out there trying to take it away. Middletown clears it. Wow, what a play.
What a play by Middletown.
Now trying to go on the counterattack are the Knights. A little 3-on-3 situation, but coming away with it as Cougars. Good job recognizing that as we're at the final 40 seconds of this first half. Things getting exciting now as the Knights will work the far sideline. Has plenty of room to move here. We'll see if she crosses it, or goes for a shot herself, as it will end up going out of bounds.
Just one bad touch, send it out of bounds. All that hard work.
And just like that, that will probably take us to the end of the first half. Good 20 seconds left, maybe just one big long clear. We'll take a short break when this half ends, and then we'll come back in a little bit with the halftime show. We apologize, we only have a few commercials here to play. So just get used to seeing these two. As that will end our half here. Again, the score at halftime: Fallston Cougars 0, Middletown Knights 0. Watching the Maryland State Soccer Championships on the MPSSAA Network. We'll be right back in a little bit for the halftime show.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in
One shot at this.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Alright, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in
One shot at this.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Alright, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in
One shot at this.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Alright, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in
One shot at this.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Alright, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in
One shot at this.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Alright, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com.
one match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in
One shot.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Alright, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in
One shot.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Alright, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in
One shot.
And welcome to the MPSSAA Network's presentation of the Class 2A Girls State Championships here as we bring you halftime between Falston and Middletown. No score at half. Not a whole lot of offensive action to be had so far. So generally not a whole lot to talk about for this half as it's been pretty close. Talk about time of possessions, definitely probably almost dead even.
Goal scoring opportunities were about even too on both
Yeah,
teams.
so it's been close throughout as we're getting ready to start the second half of play. The fans getting back into it here on a cold, chilly night in Gainesville, Maryland. As we bring you the second period of play.
Big thanks to our cameraman Mike Cerrone doing a fantastic job standing out there in the cold.
No doubt about that. As we bring you the start of the second half of play, as the Middletown Knights will now work from left to right on your screen in the white jersey. Falston Cougars from right to left in the orange. And again, that first half we saw brief moments for both teams. They added their own little runs and periods of time where they were having opportunities, just unable to convert. What do you think, who has the best chance? I know it's kind of a hard question, but who kind of has the best chance to at least get on the board first? Did you notice who had kind of the little bit more of the momentum? In such an even game, it's hard to say which one had more. But who do you think has the best shot here, at least just breaking the ice?
I think Falston is going to come out. They kind of had the first big shot opportunity. They came out strong in that first half. And the first, main save we saw from a keeper and everything like that was, from the Middletown Knights. She was getting a lot of pressure early on from the Cougars. So I think they're going to come out with a lot of intensity this half. And I wouldn't be surprised if they, again, get the first shot off, get the first corner kick, have the first big goal-scoring opportunity. But the Knights came back quite well in that first half. The last 5 minutes or so was all about them and all the pressure they were putting on.
The Knights control it offensively here before the Cougars take it away. As you mentioned, Falston having a nice run there, especially towards the end of the first half. Getting some good looks, but now Middletown as well had a nice rush. So it's really, as we said, literally dead even between these two teams. 0-0 our score. The start of the second half here. Some impressive names throughout the first half for Falston. We saw the keeper, Kayla Riley, do a terrific job. There's a throw in here for Middletown. They'll send it back to Gabrielle Riggs, number 8. Before the Cougars now attempt to go on the attack. Other names for Falston throughout this game. We haven't seen a whole lot of number 4, Sierra Taylor. She's been in and out, but not as much as we may have expected. Sam Gassior has been involved quite frequently. Brooke Negrin, Kristen Murphy. For Middletown, we've seen the keeper, Maria Tartaglia, have a good game so far. Mary-Kate Afzali, Eliza Johns-Bohem, Mary Pritz, Haley Dalphone, all names we've been watching throughout this game. Just waiting for one of these names to just find their way to the back of the net. As we're just past 8:25 p.m. here in Maryland, Gainesville, Maryland. Final game of the day. As the Knights work it back towards middle. Nice little play in front of the goal as it's picked up by the keeper, Riley. Nice little give and go from Middletown. That's kind of the look they wanted. They'll play that one along the near sideline. Set up this near sideline. It goes out of bounds. There's a look at Sierra Taylor, number 4, playing along this left side. And Simpson and Brittany Callahan with you. Mike Cerrone on camera. The trifecta here today. As now the Knights will work the far side of the field, trying to make something happen. Left side of the box, trying to get that ball centered up a little bit. Couldn't get the pass off initially. Still maintained by the Knights. Still have it as it's fought for on the ground before it's poked away by Falston. Great job sticking with that defensively for the Cougars.
And both teams again so far the second half, you know, the defense and the offense working together, and all of the major transitions are taking place kind of in between midfield and that 18-yard box. Nothing really getting too deep to either one of the goalkeepers yet. But again, I think it's going to come down to, you know, one little gap in the defense or one player getting a breakaway and taking their shot, and that's what's going to make this game. I really do think once somebody scores, it's going to be a one-possession game.
All fought for on the UMBC logo as we are in UMBC Stadium here, Catonsville, Maryland. They send that one into the right corner before the attempted defensive stop. Worked in front of the goal. That ball is going to go just wide to right. Good look again. Middletown getting their looks here at the start of this second half. Trying to find the back of the net and get a goal here. 35-10 remaining in this game. Still no score. Plenty of time for one of these, or maybe even both of these teams, to find their way onto the board. Ball fought for in the air, won by the Cougars before it goes off. One of the Knights. Goes off Gabrielle Riggs. Riggs fights for it. Physical play between Riggs and Sierra Taylor. Fans asking for a push, but that looked pretty good to me. Things have been physical but clean throughout this game.
You know, every ball, every pass, both these teams are making, there's somebody from the opposing side always challenging.
Headed back towards the center. Little miss kick by the Knights as that only goes a few feet in front of her up into the air, though. And again, these headers trying to go back and forth, now maintained by the Cougars. They'll send that towards the middle part of the field. Now they're going to try to work that far right side. Still battling for it. Two of the players go down. That's going to go the Cougars' way as they will push up. Good call by the referee there. The player in question, just a little too much contact, and that gives the Cougars a chance. They'll push everybody up. Send that one low towards the middle. Trying to loft that to the left side. Nice little play here. As the Cougars now applying pressure. It's been Middletown to start. The Cougars get a chance there, can't convert. As it will go towards the sideline as that should go the Middletown way. Falling to the turf, number 14, Mary Prince.
Those LA cheers from the fans.
Wouldn't be a soccer game without the Olay chants. Now the left side, Mary-Kate Afzali working, dish off, left side of the box, trying to fire that in, but it's going to be wide left.
For Boston, the state soccer committee would like to thank Brian for their support.
And you're watching this game on MPSSAAnetwork.com. Catch all the games on demand and you can buy your DVD copies today, tonight, tomorrow, whenever you want. Riggs, near side, launches it. A little spin on that ball, trying to set her one of the other strikers up with something, but it's taken away by the Cougars. Spun away, bounces once before the midfield line. Handed in the air, launched down towards the other goalie. It's going to be a little race, but into the hands of the keeper. It's got to always be pretty nerve-wracking when you got that striker bearing right down on you. Got to make sure you scoop that up.
It is. It's a very stressful situation because, you know, you're right at the edge of that 18-yard box, and once your feet cross that line, you're considered a field player. Your hands do you absolutely no good. So it's a very, very, very. You have to read it very well. You know, you have to say, okay, how fast is that ball rolling across this turf? How much time do I really have?
And I'm a little surprised that's. As I thought Riggs might have been the one who got pushed, but it's going to be a little Cougars throwing. Could have gone either way.
4 subs coming in for Falston.
Still no score. Falston and Middletown in a Class 2A battle for the title. That ball is sent into the crowd. The fans, of course, going nuts. Pretty sure they have to give that ball back.
Oh, absolutely.
That's going to be a kick here for the Cougars. Again, on the offensive attack. It's not like baseball where you get to keep that ball. I'm pretty sure there may not be any other sport where really you get to. I guess in hockey probably you can keep the puck. I would think.
That's kind of the old. Everything else you really have to give it back.
Yeah, basketball I'm pretty sure they need that ball back. Soccer definitely as well. So the fans gonna have to hand it over. Get your few minutes of glory usually. As the Knights will be the ones to kick it away. About 10 minutes, second half of play. So again, still no score. Just past 8:30 here. About an hour into this game, it's in total. Started at 7:30. By around 9 o'clock, we'll either have crowned our champion or we'll be heading into either extra time or penalty kicks. We're not quite sure of the exact regulations here. Here's a shot fired high over the net by the Cougars.
You can tell she's unhappy with herself. She got a little flustered, didn't get enough of her body behind the ball to make that a low-driven shot.
Quick shoot tie opportunity here for the Knights before they can't get across. Be sure to check out the rest of this site on MPSSAAnetwork.com. There's lots of great articles on here about these teams and about the Maryland soccer area here. Not just soccer on this site, got plenty of football and basically every single sport. You'll find your information for Maryland high school sports. I guess our Virginia equivalent would be the VHSL site. But you Marylanders know this site well. Again, a great experience for us traveling here to UMBC, great venue under the lights now here on Saturday night. Trying to crown champions. 3 have been crowned today. Trying to figure out who will be the 4th, Middletown or Falston. Still no advantage for either side. 0-0 we are here in the second half. There was a push there by the Cougars. Should be Middletown ball. And it is. Excuse me, no, that's the Cougars ball. It was one of the Middletown Knights that went down. I thought it was going to be a foul for the Knights, but it would be a Cougars kick. They'll send that into the front left side of the box. Lofted into the air, still maintain a few heads of the Cougars get to it. Left side now. Working his Lauren Woolen into the left corner. Fighting for it before it goes out of bounds. It went off of one of the Cougars. It's going to be a Middletown throw-in. Couple subs coming in now. One of the Cougars comes onto the field. 2 of the Knights will come in. 2 will go off.
Number 11, Caitlin McCluskey. In the game for Boston, number 16, Erin Carpenter. A Boston throw-in.
Throwing here for Falston. Throwing it in will be Ashley Mozingo. Sends in the left side of the box. We're back to the center now. Some contact there on that header. The Cougars maintain it, send it back towards midfield. Now sent ahead here, right side. Works it back to the middle. Little give and go. They send it towards the middle. Misdirected header, but stays in the possession of the Cougars. They got some room along the right side. Now send it back towards the middle, back towards the right side of the box. Now right corner, fighting for it, trying to keep it in bounds. They do. The Cougars now work right side of the box. Gets a little push there, no call. And that will go out of bounds. Still Cougars ball. Another sub comes in. Sam Gaisher. Headed once, headed towards the right side. Still Cougars ball, trying to keep possession. Gets past one defender, can't get past the second. Still maintained by the Cougars ball, floating towards the outside line. It will go out and be a goal kick here for Middletown. Still no score here in the second half of play. 25-45 left to go. Question is, will our champion be crowned in regulation? Or will we maybe see extras or PKs? And you know, if there's a game Brittany's doing, something crazy is going to happen. Whether it's
we have quite the track
whether
record.
It's 10 yellow cards or penalty kicks. Never normal, especially for girls soccer games. We've had a great track record for PKs.
Absolutely. Makes it more exciting. Keeps us on our toes.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about that. Usually we at least get a couple scores in regulation, though. Still no, it's all even up at 0 still throughout this one. We could see one soon as the Cougars keep pushing on offense. Send that one just outside the box on the right side, taken back by the Knights. Collision on the ball sends that down the field. The Cougars, possession-wise, the past 5 minutes or so have been fantastic and definitely have had more opportunities, but Middletown can immediately turn around and try to make something happen here. Ball sent, nice pass, right side, just past midfield. Trying to get it down to the right corner, taken by the Knights. It was misdirected. Back towards midfield on the UMBC logo. The Knights try to play a little possession here. Tired of seeing the Cougars orange with the ball.
They're trying to establish possession first. Looks like they can get something going offensively.
3 subs coming in for the Knights, 2 for the Cougars. As Lauren Woolen will come off for Falston. Being replaced by number 20, Anna Holhouse.
Stephanie Waddell, and number 20, Kayla Topper. For Falston, number 5, Megan Riley, and number 20, Anna Holhouse.
Also checking in the game for Middletown, number 20, Kayla Topper. That's sent past midfield. Cougars now trying to work it into that left corner, working with the Sierra Taylor. Again, kind of a quiet game from Taylor, and remember, she being one of the premier talents for Falston. 13 goals and 2 assists, the junior. Again, kept very quiet this game. But that's what my partner, Mike Cerrone, and I saw in that first game with Kyle Simpkins, one of the premier talents around. He ended up getting a few goals, but it was in a 7-2 loss. And he was pretty much not a factor throughout at least 3/4 of that game. So if part of your defensive strategy can be stop one of those big players, you got a good shot at winning, as that one was fought for and won by the Knights just outside the box. They'll work the counterattack, trying to find that right corner, instead intercepted by the Cougars.
The Cougars are doing a great job, too, of switching the field. You know, if they're coming into a lot of pressure on one side, they're going to take it in the middle, and they're going to switch to the opposite side and try to force that defense to pull some players over to that weak side. They're doing a great job with possession in the last, I'd say almost 10 minutes, keeping it in their possession.
But now the Knights will try to work the right corner. A little dump pass. They'll try to keep the possession there before it goes out of bounds.
And it's going to be a corner kick for the Knights.
Big opportunity for Middletown. With 22 minutes remaining in this ball game. One of the first corners we've seen in a while.
I think there's only one this first half.
Yeah. Corner coming. A little delay here. Referee's going to stop time. Might have an injured player.
Yes. Looks like number 13 for the Knights. Brittany George. Struggling, has a little bit of an injury.
They're going to have to pull her off. Maybe has some blood or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Looks like
blood on the knee. Can't have any blood showing on yourself or your uniform.
Here comes the corner. Left side of the box gets headed away by the Cougars. They stop that pretty quickly. They'll try to keep possession and work it back to the opposite side, as you mentioned, doing a terrific job working both sides of the field as that ball squirts away. Handled by Middletown. Again, a balmy 30 degrees here in Maryland. Hopefully you brought your jackets to these games. I know we did.
We're gonna need
I'm amazed my mouth hasn't frozen yet. I've been talking all day. I'm surprised Cerrone hasn't frozen yet.
Yeah, I mean.
Camera guy. .40 remaining in this ball game, all tied up at 0 still as the ball goes back towards the middle of the field. Fighting for it are the Cougars. They try to work something along the far sideline. Gets taken away. Back to the Cougars now. About halfway through this half.
Knights on the far side coming up the attack.
Trying to get that down to the left corner. Stopped and taken away as a player's down for the Knights. She slowly rises to her feet. So no need to kick that one out of bounds. They got a player there in the center if they can find her there. But taken away by the Knights. Back to Anna Holhouse and the Cougars. It looks like a little push.
Push on a header.
So the Cougars will have the kick. Looks like number 11, Marissa Walker, behind this kick. Got some space to go ahead and have a go, and she will. Why not? It's a tie game, 0-0. Go ahead. And they gave her the space to do so if she pleased, so and she did, and went wide right. 2 subs come in for the Knights, 1 for the Cougars.
Into the game for Falston is number 8, Caroline English.
19 minutes remaining here in the second half of play.
Still scoreless.
And into the game for Middletown is number 13, Brittany George.
Something's got to give here eventually. You got to think here in regulation.
It'd be interesting to see the last, 10 minutes or so, see if there's any offensive push or transition formation, any one of these teams, whether they're going to push more people up top and kind of let their defense go with, 1 or 2 players in the back to see just if they can get.
One of the Cougars goes down, push behind from number 4, Sarah Kovalchik. Pretty obvious call. The referee blows his whistle. Going to be Cougars ball. Camera guy down there has to get out of the way, make sure to give the room to Marissa Walker, who had a go on a shot from that direct kick and didn't score last time. Now the Cougars trying to work in their offensive zone. They'll work just outside the box, trying to get that left corner instead. Taken away by the Knights, sent down towards midfield. Little misplay there, luckily ends for the Cougars back into their possession. Could have been dangerous as Middletown's number 18, Megan Harn, was trying to go on the attack. Might have been Gabrielle Riggs, number 8. Little crossover, trying to fight for some space here along this near sideline. That ball probably went out of bounds. Kayla Topper working hard on offense.
Taking the Boston throw in.
And the fans have been waiting to see some, at least one goal go in here. Very close game, and this is kind of the game we were asking for throughout. As there's a great ball here, played along the left sideline by Sierra Taylor. Again, the name we haven't called a whole lot tonight, as she goes down and unable to get anything out of that. And Taylor,
great defensive play by the Knights.
Yeah, terrific. Again, ball played to the left corner. They'll work now. And send it back across the way. That one goal here in regulation could be the one to decide things if whoever gets it. Playing that ball. Player went down into the left corner here. Middletown trying to get it. Instead kicked out by Falston. Throw in coming for the Knights. .15:50 remaining in this second half. Direct free kick for the Cougars. Again, another little push. Another kick for the Cougars. The fans trying to keep themselves warm, going into some chants every now and then. Probably jumping up and down. I'm sure the people are at home are just like, all right, we get it, it's cold. Shut up about it. That ball sent into the right corner. Trying to get that little crossover move to maintain the possession. Timing wasn't there as that ball sent out of bounds. I believe it's Cougar ball. And it is.
Into the game for Boston, number 5, Megan Riley. Into the game for Middletown, number 13, Brittany George. And number 21, Kelly Dolphin.
Throwing here along the near sideline for the Cougars. That's going to go right to the Knights. Referee blowing his whistle. Amber Kovalchik, the throw. Short pass. Taking splits the defenders here, trying to work in the middle of the field. It was number 21 there, Dalphone. They'll send it now to the left side. Little chip shot going to be wide left.
Wendy's is open late because you deserve the hottest, juiciest, crispiest taste made for you late at night. Like a fresh cooked Dave's hot and juicy cheeseburger with fries and a Coca-Cola or chili cheese fries. Better later, that's Wendy's way. Open till midnight or later at participating Wendy's.
Whistle from the referee. He's going to stop time here, and that's
Oh,
going to be
it's
a yellow
our first
card.
yellow card. Looks like it's going to number 7 on the Cougars, Beth Walton in the midfield. And again, just like we saw earlier in the game, she does need to step off the field for at least a minute, and a sub's coming in for her.
And I was wondering there what the card was about. Might have been an extra shove, or I don't know what exactly. I guess I was used to seeing the yellows in the game before, where it was literally when guys were just staring down each other, but just too much contact, so Walton goes out with the yellow. As you mentioned, first yellow of the game. I guess the 2A schools play a little rougher because those all games have been, you had yellow cards in them. Single A games been pretty clean. Now work that. It's a nice pass to the middle space in the middle of the field, and you can't have
Should have
anything
taken
come
that
out.
as a shot opportunity.
Had some space there to work with, yeah. I don't know. Just was trying to do a little too much. 13 minutes remaining in this game. Still no score, all knotted up at 0. They battle for possession in midfield. The Cougars trying to send it down the right far sideline. Taken right back by the Knights. They'll kick it away. Back to midfield. And another throw in coming.
Into the game for Falston is number 1, Mary Beth Esposito.
Esposito checks in for Falston as they'll throw the ball in. Haven't seen a whole lot of shots on goal of late. And really defensive struggle. That one that gets a little past the intended target, but the Cougars corral it and send it back up. Now some space in the right corner, a little bit of a push there, and it's going to stay with Middletown. Here's a chance here. He's coming up to throw it is Govalchik. That one went out of bounds. Govalchik throwing it in. Right side. They try to work back to the middle. Let that ball go. Taken back by the Knights. Still possession Knights as they'll work that back down across the field. That ball is sent inside the box, taken by the keeper. As she will punt it away. Low kick. Probably not the punch she intended. Maybe that leg getting a little cold.
We're trying to get a quick turnover opportunity, and just unfortunately was a miscommunication between the rest of our team.
Middletown again. The toss here along the right sideline. Player gets taken down. Still maintained by the Knights. Knights send that one towards the middle of the field, headed back towards Middletown. Trying to get that ball back. Now nice little possession by the Knights. Has some space, right side. Fires it wide right of the goal. That was a good opportunity, but poor execution. Is that just well right of that net. Both teams maybe a little tight right now, kind of feeling the pressure of a 0-0 game with under 10 minutes to go now. And again, as we've remarked doing games together, these final 10 minutes are crucial, obviously, to the outcome of this game, but in just how the teams may change things up.
You know, and I think both of these games, like you said, have been a big defensive struggle. So it's going to be interesting to see if these coaches are willing to take the chance and pull more players up top and play a more offensive game, trying to get that one goal that we both have come to the decision that that's going to make or break this game, or if they're going to keep their same lineup and just hope that they can push through and, you know, find that gap or find that opening or find that miscue by the defense. So far, I haven't noticed really too many transition changes.
Ball back towards midfield. They'll send that away in a little misplay as the Cougars will kick it right back. Again, the possession literally goes back and forth and back and forth. One team doesn't have the ball for more than 5 seconds or so. Now the ball on the left side of the box. A little bit of space to work with. Shot fired, one hop into the hands of the keeper. Nice look for Middletown. That'll be punted away by Riley. Falston a little unhappy. They thought that ball should be theirs. But the referee right on top of that.
You're looking at a couple of these Falston players. Kayla Topper, one of them. Shorts and a t-shirt, no Under Armour. Everybody else on their team, just about everybody else on their team has got at least either pants or long sleeves on. More power to her.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Ball work now back towards the middle. Carrying it. Still fighting with the ball. Nice little box out. But again, the Cougars, you can't keep that ball for too long against these Cougars. They'll be able to take it from you. Middletown now tries to get on the defense. Cougars have the ball here. Right side has a nice cross into the hands of the keeper. And she bobbles it for a second, able to
Great
dive right back.
by that keeper.
Can't take your eyes off this game. 7:20 remaining. Still 0-0. MPSSAA state title game, our last one of the day. The 2A girls did single A and now 2A. That ball sent into the right corner. There's some room to work with there, but the Cougars, I think, will come away with it. And they'll just kick it out of bounds. Probably safe move. As throwing this one in will be number 12, Eliza Jones-Boehm. Nice battle for that ball. Haley Dalphone still fighting for it, and she's been very physical this game. Good to see from her.
That ball right in on the end line.
As again, dances on the line, trying to get it across the middle. Dalphone could not get to it. Still maintained by the Knights. Nice shielding of the body and the ball. They dump it into the right corner, still keeping it in bounds. Cross left side.
Oh, it's a goal! What a header!
And how about that?
No, it's being called
waved
back.
off.
It's offsides. It is an offsides call.
And what a look.
What? Wow.
And that could have changed this game entirely.
Hang on. Is it an offsides? No, they are ruling that the ball was out of bounds on that back end line. So when she got the cross off, the ball had already crossed the end line. Therefore, they were given a goal kick.
And it was close. I mean, yeah, it was literally.
That's not a call I would want to have to make as one of the sideline ARs.
It was literally right on the line, but what a beautiful
Nonetheless,
cross.
Fantastic play.
Middletown all on the attack right now. Cougars trying to stay alive on defense here as they've been on their heels. Trying to kick that one towards the sideline. We'll see if Middletown can punch one in as they've been on fire right now lately. And they thought they had themselves a 1-0 lead and a possible chance to win this title game in regulation. As they still fight for it in the right corner.
It's going to be a corner kick.
Big kick here for Middletown. 4:40 remaining in this ball game. Still no score. Corner coming. We saw one beautiful cross that got waved off. Could we see another?
Could there be another diving header from the back of the net?
4:20 to go. Here comes the cross. Far side.
Batted
Goalie gets a
away.
hand on it. Wow. Great play by the keeper. Absolutely terrific. Oh, and that would have been a timed run, and I think that might be offsides if she was able to. Yeah, there's a call from the official. So they almost timed that run perfectly, but it was a little miss hit first. Otherwise, I'll tell you what, Falston would have had almost a one-on-one situation there. As a throw in here for Middletown as we near the final 3:40 to go. All knotted up at 0.
You can hear the Middletown crowd cheering.
Yeah, nothing like a almost goal that got waved. It was actually a goal, but it got waved off to get the fans back into it. These final 3 minutes will be excruciating for both sides here. Want to try to win in regulation. Anything can happen afterwards. Cougars on the counterattack. Maintained by Falston. Now back to Middletown. Middletown, nice move. They'll try to center that ball off. Doesn't find its way through. Kicked away towards midfield past the logo. Now back towards the center, back towards Middletown. Cougars come away with it now. 2:35 to go. Middletown tries to send that ball right side. Can't get that ball settled. It is scooped up by the keeper. Under 2.5 to go. All knotted up at 0. On a cold night here in Maryland. They'll work it here, the near sideline. Fires that ball up into the air. Headed once. Couple collisions there, but it was two of the players on the same team, so no calls, of course. Middletown now working. That time a Falston player goes down. No whistle either. Under 2 minutes to go here. The ball will be a throw in for Middletown. Again, all knotted up at 0 apiece. Maintained by the Knights here on the offensive side of the field. They'll launch it back. 1:50 to go now. Nice little cross move. Trying to work the right side. Has a man. 1:40 to go. They'll try to work it in the right corner. Ball comes out. And we'll see. It is a goal kick. Yeah, that was close. 1:30 to go now. Who has the push to take this one in regulation? 1:25 to go. Falston will wait to make sure the subs are in and out before they launch this one. Sends it, doesn't even reach past the quarter mark of the field. Middletown has a good shot here, but we have a whistle. And it will be Middletown ball. We're on about at 1:05 to go. This could be one of the last opportunities for the Knights. A minute to go. They'll center that ball up. It was a quick one. Falston, a throw in here coming for the Knights. 50 seconds to go in this game. They'll send it into the right corner. Trying to get a little cross. Shake and bake. 45 to go. They'll try to center that up. Right side of the goal. Misplayed by the goalie. Once she'll pick it up and get ready to punt it away. 40 seconds to go here in regulation. All knotted up at 0. Middletown and Falston. Out towards the logo. 30 seconds left. Middletown with the ball. Trying to time that run along the left side. She's got it. 25 seconds to go. Fires the shot! And she hits! With 23 seconds to go in the game!
Wow! What a well-played ball.
The Middletown Knights find the magic they need. And the back of the net as well.
23 seconds remaining on the clock.
Now Falston in shot. As they can't believe it. 20 seconds to go. Crunch time for Falston. That ball sent back. 15 seconds to go. Could we have our champion crowned in the final 23 seconds of a game? Unbelievable. 10 seconds to go. Falston pushing a little bit. Right side. 7 seconds to go. Looking for a cross. The defense is right there. Goes out. 2-1. And that is the game.
Middletown wins it.
The Middletown Knights have won their third consecutive state title. The first Frederick County soccer team, boys or girls soccer, to win 3 straight state titles. What a game. 1-0 our final.
And you really sympathize with Falston for how hard they played this game. I've been on both ends of where these teams are at right now.
And this is quite the finish here. A little unexpected from us. We were possibly thinking that this might go
Looks
into
like
an extra period.
our streak's been broken, Ben.
Yeah, but we still saw an exciting one. Unbelievable.
Absolutely, what a game.
And it was 23 seconds on the clock, I believe, when that goal was scored. And I wish I knew exactly who had got the foot on that. I'm pretty sure it was possibly number 8, Gabrielle Riggs, but I'm not going to say for sure. Everything happened so fast we couldn't really get the exact jersey number of that player. But whoever it was just won the state title for Middletown for the 3rd straight year, and it was number 14 for Middletown. Got that confirmed. Mary Pritz, the golden foot to end this game. And I'll tell you what, we kind of got that feeling there as Middletown got a goal waved off. They thought that was going to be the one to go ahead, but it comes at the foot of Mary Pritz as she punches it into the back right corner of the net with 23 seconds remaining. What a game, what a day for Maryland soccer. And we're glad to give you this entire game and this entire day on the MPSSAA network as we go right into our post game here, partner. And what else is there to say but
phenomenal game.
Game of the day.
Absolutely game of the day. And you know what? Looking at both of these teams, they both played phenomenal soccer. It was a well-matched game, and we both said it's going to be one opportunity that the other team finds, and unfortunately, Falston couldn't find it today. They had some great shots. They had good time of possession, but when push comes to shove, the Middletown Knights they lucked out. They had that one lucky break, and they just put a phenomenal shot in the back of the net with 23 seconds left. And
for Falston, this one hurts because, not only of losing 1-0 in the final 20 seconds or so, but in a game, as you mentioned, that was so even. And definitely there's not going to be a whole lot of dry eyes on either side after that one. But what a terrific way to end the day and end the night, send these fans off in style after witnessing one of the best soccer games probably this season for both of these teams and the state of Maryland in general here in Class 2A. And that should take us to the end of our broadcast and the end of the day of soccer here in Maryland as you see a nice shot of the trophy presentation. Again, your final here from Catonsville, Middletown Knights 1, Falston Cougars 0. The Middletown Knights are your Class 2A girls state champions. Thank you all for watching this presentation of the MPSSAA Network, this presentation of the state soccer title games. Again, remember you can catch this game in its entirety on demand on the site here on MPSSAAnetwork.com. For my partner, Brittany Callahan, for the camera extraordinaire and broadcaster, Mike Cerrone, I'm Ben Simpson. Thank you for sticking with us all day long.
Beth Walton, Caroline English,